As the students welcome the spring break, one of them, named Mirai Kakehashi, seems unhappy about his life. Later that day, he was seen stealing melon bread but changed his mind. He then went to the rooftop of a tall building and decided to end his life instead. After jumping, he thought he was dead because he saw an angel named Nase carrying him. However, the angel revealed that he was not dead yet. Actually, the angel catches him before he falls to the ground. Moments later, Nase told him that he had to save him to fulfill his wish to be happy. Then, as they continued to talk to each other, the angel offered him to give him freedom or the wings that he could use to fly anywhere he wanted to go, and love, or the red angel's arrow that could make anyone fall in love with him. Nase encourages him to use the wings, which he does. Then, he enjoys it and he goes to different places in the world. Eventually, he learned that his uncle and aunt had killed his whole family and made it look like an accident. When he gets back home, he uses the red angel's arrow to her aunt and asks her the truth about his family's death. As part of the effect of the red arrow, she revealed to him that it was all his uncle's plan to kill his family. Soon after, his uncle arrived and her aunt revealed how his uncle triggered the car of his family to blow off. Then, he was purposefully adopted to get money from his parents' insurance. Mirai felt so mad after learning the truth. His extreme sorrow and madness made him say that they should be the ones who died. Not long after hearing that, her aunt killed herself. Then, an angel appeared to collect her soul. Witnessing how life can quickly end, he remembers his mom telling him that the goal of being born is to find happiness. This made him realize how fortunate he is that he is still alive. Thus, he promised himself to live a happy life from then on. A few days after, Mirai lives on his own and reveals to Nase that he needs money for it. Upon knowing the problem of Mirai, Nase suggested killing his uncle to get back the fortune that was taken from him. Moreover, Nase introduced the White Angel's arrow to him, which can end life instantly. Meanwhile, a short flashback of God bidding goodbye to the angels is seen. It was also the time when God tasked the 13 angels to look for a new god within 999 days. Back in the present time, Mirai is in great disbelief that someone like him has become a candidate to become the next god. He only wants to use the red arrow for his uncle to admit his crime. Then, go back to the ordinary happiness that he wants for himself. Meanwhile, a man named Donma Rodriguez is making big news as several beautiful and popular women are engaged in a relationship with him. It turns out that an angel named Luda also chooses him to be a candidate. However, he is using the red angel's arrow to lure beautiful women into loving him. That being said, Mirai strongly believes that a man like him should never become God. While Donma Rodriguez enjoys his time sexually abusing the girls he lured, a mysterious man in full costume appears and kills him with a white arrow. The next day, Donma Rodriguez was reported dead. A new day has come and the life of Mirai has changed after his uncle gets jailed and he gets back the money he deserves. As Mirai and Nase are conversing, news about a bank robbery incident is flashed on a giant street screen. Then, a man who disguises himself as Metropolis Man appears to subdue the robbers. While he appears as the hero, he is actually a threat to the remaining 11 candidates. Back at his newly bought condo unit, Mirai asks Nase to revoke his god candidate status. However, Nase revealed that revoking the status would mean returning the wings and arrows, and doing so would end his life. Later on, Mirai asks about the angel status of God's candidate. Nase explains that there are 3 angel rankings. The special rank angel with wings and arrows, both red and white. The first rank angels with wings and red arrows. The second rank angels with wings or red arrows. Upon realizing what he has been through, Mirai thinks that fearing Metropolis Man would stop him from living the life that he wants for himself. That being said, he would continue his life as a student and find happiness no matter what. Meanwhile, a mysterious man named Kanade Uryu who disguises himself as Metropolis Man appears. It turns out that he is also a high school student just like Mirai. But unlike Mirai, he really aims to be the next god. Later on, Mirai wears his uniform and attends their school orientation. At the school entrance, he encounters one of the angel guardians. Mirai would like to pretend not to see the angel, but it was too late. When Revel confronts Mirai, a red arrow suddenly pierces through his heart. Mirai then finds out that the girl is actually his childhood sweetheart, Saki Hanakago. Then, he was tasked to go to Saki's place. Moments later, Saki and Revel starts interrogating him. Then, they discover that he is under the supervision of a special rank angel. Moreover, they practice flying together as Saki doesn't have wings like Mirai, for Revel is part of the second rank angels. When they get back, Revels explain to them how Metropolis Man is their greatest concern. Usually, choosing who will be the next god is done via impartial discussion about the candidates. However, Metropolis Man decided to resort to killing the 12 other candidates for him to become the god easily. Upon realizing that Saki would be in danger, Mirai decides to confront Metropolis Man. However, Nase stops and explains everything Mirai should know about. Meeting Metropolis Man would only make them kill each other as he would never listen. Moreover, if he dies, his wings can be transferred to Saki, or if he kills Metropolis Man, he can give the wings and white arrow to Saki. Thus, everything will go according to the plan of Revel. With his wicked plan exposed, he sincerely apologizes to Mirai. Not long after, the four decided to team up to secure their safety. Moreover, Nase explains that even without the Red Angel's arrow, Mirai will still love Saki. That being said, Revel plans to let Mirai live in Saki's house to work things better, which Saki agrees with. 1 month later, another latest news about Metropolis Man's heroism is reported. Little did people know he was unhappy about dealing with criminals as he only wanted to kill the other candidate to become the next god. As expected, he is always supported by his special rank angel named Mesa. After 33 days, the effect of the Red Angel's arrow had already worn off. However, there is not much difference as he genuinely loves Saki. Not long after, live news about Metropolis Man inviting the 11 other candidates to meet him at Jimbo Stadium for a peaceful resolution appears on television. Both Nase and Revel strongly believe that the invitation is clearly a trap. However, Mirai still wants to see what will truly happen and try to learn something from it. Thus, he and Saki decided to disguise themselves as spectators. Then after the countdown, Metropolis Man arrived at the center of the stadium. Two more mysterious men, disguised as Metro Blue and Metro Yellow, appears a few seconds later. Metro Blue immediately tries to hit him with a red arrow, but the Red Angel's arrow cannot pierce him.